has just declared war on the U.S. The Georgians hit our communications, transportation, power grids. We still don't know how extensive the damage is. Your mission just became critical. You know what you need to do.
What's up, ladies and gents? CenterStrain01, your host, and welcome to Splinter Cell. It has been so many years since we've done these games that we're going to redo them. We're going to make them a little bit more challenging. We're going to have some fun since the new releases for the Xbox One X enhanced versions. So I will pretty much discuss what's going to happen in the entire series in this video during the training section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are as excited as I am for a new Splinter Cell. And so, of course, without further ado, it's go time.
Canceled a trip to Georgia this morning after the suicide bomb assassination of that country's president by separatist rebels from the Abkhazia region. Continued fighting in the Abkhazia and South Ossetia regions has hindered Georgia's hopes of integration into Western institutions. Industry baron Completed Walkthroughs seized power today in a bloodless coup, installing himself in the presidential palace behind a wall of political and military support. The charismatic billionaire plans on holding elections within a matter of days to affirm his seat of power and promises a pristine and profitable relationship with America and the West. Bringing high-speed fiber optic connectivity to areas of Eastern Europe that less than a decade past didn't have telephones. The technological leap is due largely to the efforts of rising information industries in the Netherlands, and especially Georgia, where the Vice President called his visit to Georgia an honor and called Georgian President Completed Walkthroughs a man with his eyes on the future.
CIA training farm. Prove that you are the right man for the job. As Agent Sam Fisher, you have been recruited to spearhead the operational arm of the National Security Agency's Third Echelon Initiative. Before being sent into the field, you must demonstrate that you possess the skills to undertake dangerous and covert solo missions.
Sam Fisher. I can't believe you beat me here.
I like to be early. Hello, Colonel.
You can use my name. The room's safe.
Lambert.
Good to see you again. I trust NSA orientation is going well?
Well enough. Everybody's been real coy about what exactly I'm allowed to know.
It's the nature of the agency. We don't let any one person know everything, which means we've all got to work together.
Even though I'll be out there alone.
You'll be transmitting to us in more ways than you can imagine, and we'll be online through your earpiece and OPSAT.
And that's how we're handling training.
Yep. Sorry to make you run the course. I know you've been taking care of yourself.
I haven't been in the field in years.
Sure. But tradecraft is something you don't forget. It's like riding a bike.
Or wearing high heels.
Be careful, Fisher. Everything we say is being monitored. You know how nervous the brass is about exercising the Fifth Freedom.
I'll be good.
Be better than good. Third Echelon is a brand new initiative. The role aggressive intelligence operations will play in NSA's future will depend largely on your performance. I'll see you on the far side of the course. All right, Sam, let's get started. Can you hear me clearly?
Hi there.
Good. That means the implanted speaker is working correctly. Now, the technicians here want to calibrate your equipment. Can you turn to the red emergency light on the wall to your left? Great. Now the one on your right. Okay, same thing for pitch. Look for another light up in the rafters on the ceiling. Excellent. Now look for one on the ground in front of you. All right, Fisher, we'll get through this as quickly as possible. We'll start simple. Climb up onto that ledge, over that pool. We'll let you do your thing here. You're looking at your basic assault course. I'll chime back in once you've passed it.
All right, ladies and gents, it's so good to be back in Sam Fisher's shoes. I have missed it. So I don't really need to talk about this training level. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be able to easily figure it out. One thing I do got to tell you is that it does take a little bit of time to get used to the controls. This is a 2002 game, so obviously modern controls are somewhat implemented, and you still got a little bit of that old school, so it can take you some time to get used to it, but it's not too difficult. What are my expectations for this walkthrough? How are we going to make it different than the previous ones? So in the previous ones, I actually took out some soldiers that were in my way. This time, we are not going to do that. If there is a legitimate way to get around a soldier, we will find it. And you're going to see that firsthand in the first mission that we do, which will be the next video. So I'm just really, really excited for the Splinter Cell series. You know, all the talk that's been coming out lately, and who knows what's going to happen. It's only speculation at this point, but you know it's being made. You know it's happening, and I'm very, very excited for it. I know a lot of you actually subscribe to the channel because of the Splinter Cell series, so hopefully I've been able to bring a few people back to kind of see anything that's maybe have changed since the original Xbox version. I'm actually playing the Xbox One X enhanced version in 4K. I've created a little bit of a border around the sides just to make it so it's not, you know, two black screens on the sides. We don't want that, but please let me know if it is a little bit annoying. I can change it in any way because I want to make sure you guys get the best enjoyable experience that I can offer you. So one thing I wanted to always mention about the Splinter Cell series is this was one of those games where stealth was directly in your fingertips. This was before Metal Gear Solid 3 came out. Once Metal Gear Solid 3 came out, that changed, in my opinion, the way stealth was done in an open environment. But this is still, to date, one of the best stealth infiltration games on a linear basis, right? The Metal Gear Solid series kind of went more open world. Well, this is more linear. So the controls here can be, like I said, a little bit difficult to get used to, but you should be able to.
Find a way over the gate, we'll move on to Covert Ops training.
Now, since it's the original Splinter Cell, that means some of the moves that you're used to seeing, like if you're a fan of Chaos Theory or something like that, you're not going to be able to have. You can't take out lights with your, what is it, OCP. As you can see, the jump controls can be a little weird to get used to depending on where you're standing in front of the door. But I just want to thank you guys for supporting the video. I've got new goals for Patreons, so I definitely want to make sure to get that out there. And on the end of every video, Patreons are going to be able to shine, as I'm going to show off one of the tiers for Patreons from now on all my videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and let's continue on with the video.
You're moving on into Covert Ops. The objective is to sneak through the area without being detected. We've got live bodies in there. Some of the top CIA instructors have kindly volunteered to be your victims.
Now we actually get to get into the nit and gritty of the stealth gameplay. So you can actually open doors stealthily. Clearly in the later Splinter Cells, it's better implemented, but here it's just pretty much just kind of a look around to see if you hear any noise, because you really can't open the door slowly. It's just opens a little bit and then it moves forward.
The next door is locked, Sam. You'll need to use your lockpicks to get through it.
As you can see, I'm actually playing on the Xbox, so therefore you see the original Xbox Duke controller, which is so awesome. You've got the white and the black buttons on the bottom. Those represent LB and RB, so don't be confused by that. All it is your shoulder buttons from now on, so it shouldn't be too difficult for you to be able to understand. Now again, this game, you can use distractions in this game, but I will try not to use as many as I can.
This next door is keypad locked. The man guarding the door has the code to open it, but he's been instructed not to cooperate. Convince him otherwise.
There will be a few instances where I will have to knock out enemies, but only those that are directly in my way and have to be taken out. Like there's no other option. And I will make sure that I will go hours and hours until I can find out if there actually is an option or not.
Hi there.
Hi.
You're not going easy on me, are you?
Not so tight. That hurts.
Sorry about that. What's the door code?
28469.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Likewise.
You gotta love that sound. The sound of knocking out. It's great. But we'll try to keep it to a minimum. It is going to be tough, and we always like to create a challenge on this channel, so I will continue to do that until my dying day. Because video games do not cause people to hurt other people.
This next door is retinal scanner locked. These things are cheap and near impossible to hack. Fortunately, it's just a matter of getting the right eyes to the scanner, usually an officer. The gentleman ahead is registered for the scanner. Convince him to open the door for you.
Now in the later games it gets a little bit better, but as of right now you have to get directly behind a guy and then press A once it shows up. Now this game is very hard when it comes to detection. I know you might think everything that you actually see me pull off looks easy, but I assure you it is not. You will go a long time wondering, why am I being seen? Why am I being heard? I'm moving slow or whatever. But the game on the hard difficulty can actually be a really, really good challenge. So I implore you, always make sure that you're making the proper decisions and choices when you run, when you walk, when you stealth, because it really does mean something.
Let's work on stealth. Your gun should always be a last resort. Invisibility is your best weapon. You've got a network of photocells on your outfit connected to a visibility meter on your OPSAT. If the meter's at 4, you're lit up like a Dutch brothel. At 0, you're a ghost's shadow.
One thing to note about weapons here is in the later games, I believe in Pandora Tomorrow's, when they add it, you can actually have a laser sight, which makes it a little bit easier to shoot. But here, the main thing you want to do is you never want to shoot when you're moving because your accuracy is going to be very low. Notice how the reticle gets smaller. So always wait to fire until that reticle is at its smallest. And even then, sometimes the bullet will not actually go where you want. So it can take a little bit of time to get used to, but I assure you, it's just the mechanics of being an older game. As you can see, even though you might be right on it, take your time, and then hopefully you will be able to. And of course, the amazing night vision. Still, to this day, one of the best night visions in a video game. I love the way it looks. I know it's not really realistic. Real night vision is actually more greenish, more of a lighter greenish, I guess, or I don't know how you would say darker or lighter, but it doesn't look exactly the same, but this allows you to be able to see better.
Some cameras are more fragile, and all you'll need to do to get past them is shoot them.
Now, there are some cameras that you will not be able to shoot, and you can tell by the way that they're kind of made. So each camera will be different. We will be taking some cameras out, and we will be trying to just bypass some cameras. So I'll try to have a mixture of that. My goal also is to try not to take any damage. I did that on my last playthrough, but there was one instance in the game that I actually took damage and didn't realize it. So I'm going to even try to focus harder, try not to take damage, but it's not a guarantee that I'm going to do this playthrough without taking any damage. But I am going to give it a shot, as sometimes when you fall from a distance or smoke gets in you, you might still take some damage.
Sometimes the only way to pass a camera will be to stick to existing shadows and time your movements.
Shadow is a huge thing in this game, so definitely use it to your advantage. Know where your shadows are. Always look at your meter on the right side, and you should be able to be fine.
In the corridor and hide his body before the patrolling guard finds it.
Now, I believe in some of the next Splinter Cell games, you're actually able to go up, knock someone out, immediately grab their body without them falling. But you can just do this. You can just grab them, take them back, and then put them in a corner and then knock them out instead of having to actually pick them up. But everything is context sensitive. So once you knock someone out, you have to bend down or crouch and then actually hit the A button once it appears to knock them out.
Fisher, let's bring
Or
in
pick 'em
another
up.
guard to evaluate your work.
Now, I will not be talking during cutscenes and all that kind of stuff, but this is the training mission, so I probably might talk a little bit over someone or whatnot. Now, for being 2002, the AI is actually pretty darn good, and you're going to see that in... Well, you're not really going to see how good the AI can be. It's actually going to look like the AI is pretty bad when you actually play it really stealthy. But maybe if some people want, I can do a video showing off of how actually good the AI can be, even hearing the slightest noise or something like that. But you're usually not going to see it in this video.
Remember that discretion is critical to our operations. Covering up the evidence of your passing through will go a long way towards proving our usefulness in the field.
I think it's been about 6 years since my previous Splinter Cell walkthrough of this game. I just can't believe how long it's been, but I am so glad, again, to be back. Thank you, everybody, for motivating me.
The next hallway's the same idea, but for sound. I'll be monitoring a few hidden mics.
Also, if anyone would like a no commentary playthrough of this, if you would like to have the game without my commentary over the top of it, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make the videos no commentary as well and have kind of like maybe 2 playthroughs up. But I want to gauge the interest in that to see if you guys actually want that or not. A lot of people like the commentary to explain certain situations of when you're going through the game. Other people just want the game itself. So let me know if you guys want a separate walkthrough for no commentary.
Have you started yet? Fisher, holy Christmas, you're at the end. Phenomenal work. Let's move on.
That's going to be it as far as me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first video. Please give it a like, thumbs up, all that great stuff. Make sure you're subscribed. Also follow me on Facebook where I live stream every single day as of right now. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
It's gotta be him.
Yep. Sam Fisher, let me introduce you to Vernon Wilkes Jr.
Hello.
Hey, I've heard crazy things about your work.
I hope you don't mind. I told him some of your stories from Kuwait.
We're all friends here.
Right on.
Junior Wilkes is a longtime NSA employee. He'll be your wheels, wings, and weapons. He coordinates transportation and equipment.
Great.
For sure. Man, you must be itching to get back out in the field, huh?
It's all I'm good at.
Well, it's all we need. Welcome to the NSA.
I'm sure things are going to come together famously. Third Echelon is a brand new initiative, and we're going to have a lot to prove.
Right.
The 2 of you will be Third Echelon's first team on the ground. Be ready for it, and do us proud. Welcome to the NSA.